Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. So make sure you hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. And then next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. You click on that bell. And when you click on that bell, you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. So yeah, don't forget to be awesome. And yeah, man, sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for November the 10th, 2021. So yeah, man. So this is the go home show. This is the go home show before Full Gear, man. And yeah, man. Overall, really great show, man. Great show. Great matches. If I had to pick like a match of the night, man, I'm going with the PAC. I'm going with PAC and Dax Harwood, man. The best match on the show, man. And yeah, man, we had the contract signing. We had the contract signing with Adam Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. I thought that was really great. And the ending to it with Kenny Omega signing the contract with Hangman Adam Page's blood. So I thought that was really cool, man. And so yeah, man. So Full Gear is this Saturday, man. So we got AEW Dynamite, and then we have AEW Rampage on Friday, and then we have AEW Full Gear on Saturday. So yeah, man, it should be a great weekend, man. It should be a great weekend. And so yeah, man. So and also in this video, I will be doing predictions for the Full Gear card, the match card. I'll be doing predictions on the show. I'm gonna do that in the end of the show. And so yeah, man. And I say this in my intro all the time, man. If you haven't done this already, man, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And then right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know my next video is uploaded because I am here each and every single week, man. I'm here on Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage, and Saturdays and Sundays are for our pay-per-views, whether it's WWE pay-per-views, AEW, or Impact Wrestling pay-per-views. So I'm here. And so yeah, man. So yeah, we were live in Indianapolis, Indiana. And so yeah, man. So our first match of the night, we had Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. Bryan Danielson versus Rocky Romero from New Japan Pro Wrestling with Orange Cassidy in his corner. So yeah, man, it was mentioned earlier that the best friends we had Rocky Romero. He was backstage with the best friends, and he mentioned Kazuchika Okada from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Okada, he offered the best friends a deal in his stable, his faction in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Chaos. So Chuck Taylor, he accepted. So the best friends are a part of Okada's stable, Chaos. So that Orange Cassidy and the best friends in New Japan Pro Wrestling, man, count me in. And so yeah, so the best friends are a part of Chaos in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And so yeah, man, so yeah, with the match, Bryan Danielson and Rocky Romero, man, both of these guys, they're going back and forth. They try to out-wrestle each other. And then Rocky, he had a tope suicida to Bryan, and then Rocky, he targeted Bryan's shoulder. And then we had chops to Bryan, and then Bryan, he chopped Rocky back, and he did his yes kicks too. And so yeah, so Bryan, he was stretching out Romero with submission holds, and then we had a tornado DDT to Bryan. And so yeah, so both of these guys going back and forth with strikes. We had a drop kick to Bryan while Bryan was draped on a rope, and then we had a step up. We had a step up Rana to Bryan off of the steel steps. And then Rocky hit a running sliced bread to Bryan, and he kicks out. And so yeah, man, we had Bryan hit a German suplex to Rocky, and then Rocky at one point he counted a avalanche belly to back suplex, and he counted it into a cross body. And so yeah, man, so both of these guys going back and forth with submission holds, and we had a armbar attempt to Bryan. So Rocky tried to lock in the armbar, and then Bryan he had hit a roundhouse kick to Rocky, and then he followed that up with a series of stomps to Rocky's face. And so yeah, man. So to end the match, man, we had Bryan. He had locked in an arm lock, looked like a hammer lock. It looked like a hammer lock mixed up with a calf crusher or a calf slice submission move to Rocky to win the match. So yeah, that submission move looked painful, man. Looked painful. And as soon as Bryan locked that thing in, Rocky he tapped out immediately, man. He tapped out. So yeah, so therefore Bryan Danielson wins the match. And yeah, man, that was it, man. Great match, man. Great wrestling match. And yeah, man. So yeah, so that was it, man. That was it with the match. And of course, Bryan Danielson he will be fighting on Saturday against Miro in the finals of the AEW. Yeah, in the finals of the AEW Eliminator match. Right after that, we had Tony Schiavone. He introduced the Inner Circle. So that's Chris Jericho, Le Champion, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, who is the TNT champion, Jake Hager, Santana, and Ortiz. And so yeah, man. So the Inner Circle they came out to Jericho's theme music, and so the American Top Team they attacked the Inner Circle from behind. So while they were making their entrance and everything, and so we had the American Top Team and the Men of the Year. They had weapons. One guy had a kendo stick. I think it was Dos Santos. He had a kendo stick, and then another guy had a trash can lid, and they hit the Inner Circle with him. And so yeah, man. So Dan Lambert he had brought out a table. He had brought out a table and brought it into the ring. And so yeah, man. So we had a triple power bomb. We had a triple power bomb to Jericho through the table from Dan Lambert, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page. And so yeah, so they grabbed the microphone, the Men of the Year did, and they said that they will make sure that Lambert pins Jericho at Full Gear. And then they also said that tonight we're gonna make sure that Dan Lambert taps out Chris Jericho. And so the Men of the Year they ordered Dan Lambert to lock in the walls of Jericho on Chris Jericho. And so yeah, man, so Lambert he had locked in the walls of Jericho, and so he was yelling into the mic saying that it's a Boston Crab, not the walls of Jericho, it's the Boston Crab. And so yeah, man, so Sky and Page they grabbed Jericho's hand and they used Jericho's hand to tap out. So yeah, so that was pretty much it with that, man. So yeah, so it looks like the Inner Circle will win the match. It looked like they will win the match, because usually when somebody gets the one up on somebody on a go home show, the pay-per-view, the person that gets attacked wins the match. The person that gets attacked wins the match on the pay-per-view. So yeah, I'm guessing the Inner Circle will win the match. And yeah, there is no way. There is no way Dan Lambert is gonna pin Jericho. There is no way he's gonna make him tap out. He's not gonna make him tap out, and he's not gonna pin him. So yeah, man. So yeah, Inner Circle is gonna win. So yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so yeah, so right after that, man, we had a trios match. We had a trios match, and it was Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D, who is the AEW Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter and Rebel versus Ty Conti, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa. So yeah, man. So we had Rosa and Baker. They were reversing each other's signature moves, and so at that point, the babyfaces they took control of Rebel, and then Hayter and Baker they ganged up on Anna. So that's how the heels took control of the match. And so yeah, we had a hot tag to Conti. She took out the heels with pump kicks, and then we had a Thai KO to Hayter from Conti, and then Baker she had broke up the pin. We had a super kick to Anna from Baker, and so at that point, both teams are in the ring. They're going back and forth for strikes. And we had an outside diving crossbody to Hayter from Rosa. So that, had to hurt, man. They went splat on that outside floor, man. And so, yeah, so to end the match, man, we had a DD tie to Rebel from Conti to win the match. So yeah, so right after Conti hit the DD tie on Rebel, Baker, she was going into the ring to make the save, but she changed her mind at the last minute. And so she left the ring apron. And so yeah, so Ty Conti, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa wins the match. And so that was it, man. Good match. Good match. It wasn't too long. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. So yeah, man. Good match, man. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had Jungle Boy. We had Jungle Boy versus Anthony Bowens of the Acclaim with Max Caster in his corner. So yeah, man. So of course, Max Caster, when the Acclaim come out, Max Caster he raps to the ring, and so Caster at one point he said that Jungle Boy every time he does a promo he stutters a lot, and so yeah, Caster he had said to Jungle Boy, that he leaves his girlfriend. He leaves his girlfriend with 7 other guys. So he was talking about Anna Jay and her being with the Dark Order. So I thought that was really funny, man. Really funny. And so yeah, man. So yeah, really great match this match was, man. So yeah, both of these guys they were trying to out wrestle each other, and then we had a springboard arm drag to Bowens, and Jungle Boy he almost lost his balance off of that, but he maintained his balance. And then yeah, Jungle Boy he had chops to Bowens, and so Caster, who was outside of the ring, he got involved in the match. He grabbed Jungle Boy's foot at ringside, and so Bowens he had took control of the match during the commercial break, picture in picture. And so yeah, man. So we had a Jungle Boy. He tried to lock in a snare trap, but Caster once again getting involved again, and Jungle Boy had took him out, and then he took him out again with a tope suicida. And so we had a draping spinning DDT to Jungle Boy, which was beautiful, man. Beautiful move. And then Jungle Boy kicks out of the move, and then both of these guys were going back and forth once again. And so to end the match, man, we had Jungle Boy. He had locked in his snare trap submission move to Bowens to win the match. So Anthony Bowens taps out. So therefore, Jungle Boy wins the match. And so yeah, man. So right after the match, we had Bobby Fish. He attacked Jungle Boy from behind. And so we had Luchasaurus and Christian Cage. They chased off Bobby Fish. And so yeah, man. So right after that, I was like, man, like I was questioning myself when I was watching the show. I was like, man, will Bobby Fish join Adam Cole? Will he join Adam Cole? And right after that, my question was answered. My question was answered. So, well, for now. But yeah, my question was answered earlier. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had the SuperKliq. We had SuperKliq. That's Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. So that's Matt and Nick Jackson. So they were backstage.
How good was it to see Jungle Boy get his ass whooped, huh?
So good. Hey, speaking of that, guys, I actually wanted to talk to you about that. Specifically, I wanted to talk to you about him. Because I've known this guy for a really, really long time. So let me introduce you to Bobby Fish.
Uh-oh. Undisputed Era.
You don't have to introduce us to Bobby Fish. I mean, we know Bobby. That's right.
That's right.
We know Bobby very well, don't we? Hey, listen, I know you're the new guy here, though. I just want to make one thing clear. In AEW, there's no dispute. It's the era of the elite. It's the era of
what he did there.
SuperKliq. But if one of my good friends, Adam Cole, vouches for someone and he says he's cool, I mean it. I guess we're cool. I mean it. And speaking of that, Bobby, I got an idea. How about 2 days' time? It's Bobby Fish versus Jungle Boy, where you can do even more damage. But Bobby, please do me a favor. Just leave a little bit left for Full Gear, so me and the Bucks can truly finish the job.
I think I can do that.
Bobby, I knew I could count on you. All right, Cutler, cut it. Let's get the heck out of here, guys. Trust me. Nice.
So yeah, man. So that was it, man. So it was made into a match. So at Rampage this Friday is gonna be Bobby Fish versus Jungle Boy. And so yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it. So he's being hired. He's being used as a mercenary. That's what they're saying. Bobby Fish is being used as a mercenary. And so yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it with that. And so right after that, man, we had Wheeler Yuta with the best friends in his corner. So that's Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor versus Wardlow representing the Pinnacle. So yeah, man. Wardlow, he killed this guy, man. I'm telling you, man. Like at first, Yuta, he tried to use his speed against Wardlow. Smart move, but Wardlow ended up catching him. So yeah, so Yuta, he had tripped off of the ring turnbuckle at one point. So he slipped up on the turnbuckle. And so yeah, man, so Wardlow, he took advantage of that. And so he had like 4 power bombs. And then to end the match, man, we had a rising knee strike to Yuta to win the match. So therefore, Wardlow wins the match. And so yeah, so right after the match, man, we had the Blade and Isaiah Cassidy from the Hardy family office. They attacked the best friends. And so Matt Hardy, the leader of the Hardy family office, he came out with a chair. And so he hit Orange Cassidy with the chair, and then he wrapped the chair around Orange Cassidy's head and neck. And so he Pillmanized his head. And so he hit the twist of fate. He hit the twist of fate on Orange while his head was Pillmanized in a chair. So yeah, man. So that was it, man. So that had to hurt. And so yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it with that. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had a altercation backstage in a parking lot, and it was from earlier. We had Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. They had like a shouting match, and so they try to kill each other. They try to kill each other, and so everybody in the locker room they try to break these two up. So Eddie Kingston he broke away. He almost got to Punk, but the roster was holding back Kingston and Punk. So yeah, man. So that was it, man. I said this the last time, man. I said this last week. They should prolong this feud. They should prolong this feud, man. The best stuff right now, man. And that face to face from Rampage, bro. The best thing on the show. The best thing on the show. So yeah, I think they're gonna continue. I think they're gonna continue the feud. Like have months and months of feuds. Have like a month's worth of feud with Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. Just do it, man. Just do it. I think there's a lot left. There's a lot more that could be added to this feud. So yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it with that. And so yeah, so right after that, man, we had a tag team match. We had a tag team match with Lio Rush and Dante Martin versus Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty. So yeah, man. So this is Lio Rush's Dynamite in-ring debut. And so yeah, also with Lio Rush, man, thoughts and prayers go out to Lio Rush. He lost his grandmother, so prayers and all condolences go to his family. So yeah, man. So yeah, this is Lio Rush's AEW Dynamite in-ring debut. And so yeah, man. So Lee and Dante, they were going back and forth, and both of these guys, Lee and Dante, great stuff between the two, man. Counter after counter after counter, man. Every single move that one person hit, like they always had an answer for each other. Always had an answer. And so yeah, man. So Rush and Sydal, they tagged in, and so both of these guys, they were using their speed against each other. And so yeah, man. So both teams, they got in the ring, and so they went right after each other. And then Lee and Sydal, they took control of the match during the commercial break, picture in picture. And we had a springboard dropkick to Sydal from Dante, so that was nice, man. The height that he got off of that. And so yeah, man. So we had a hot tag to Lee. He took out Rush, and then Lee hit a spinning facebuster to Rush, and then Rush hit an insecurity kick to Sydal. And then we had a Rush. He had hit a handspring elbow, handspring back elbow to Lee and Sydal. And we had tope suicidas to Lee and Sydal. So that was nice, man. The speed that he got off of that. And so yeah, man. So we had a spinning DDT to Lee from Rush, and then Lee hit a running European uppercut to Dante. And we had a spinning kick to Lee from Rush. And we had to end the match, man, we had a double springboard moonsault to Lee from Dante Martin to win the match. So therefore, Dante Martin and Lio Rush wins the match. And so yeah, man. So that was it, man. Great match, dude. I loved everything about this match, dude. The high flying and the back and forth, all that stuff, man. Loved it. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had Miro. He was backstage. He spoke, and he talked about the AEW Championship Eliminator Tournament match with him and Bryan Danielson. And so yeah, he said that right after this is over, say goodbye to your wife, or yeah, he said say goodbye to your wife so I can say hello to mines, or something like that, he said. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had Dax Harwood. We had Dax Harwood, who is one half of the AAA Tag Team Champions, with Tully Blanchard in his corner. So they're both representing the Pinnacle versus PAC, the bastard PAC, representing the Death Triangle. So yeah, man. I said this earlier, man. The best match on the show. The best freaking match on the show. So yeah, man. Both of these guys, going back and forth with wrestling moves, man. The crowd chanted, "This is wrestling." Indeed it was, man. And so yeah, man. So both of these guys hitting each other with chops. And then they were going back and forth with elbow strikes. And then PAC hit a snap German suplex to Dax. And then we had an over the top rope dive to Dax. And then at one point, Dax, he was bleeding from his chest, it looked like. And so Dax, he had to control in the match during the commercial break, picture in picture. And so yeah, man. So we had an Avalanche Brain Buster. So that was freaking beautiful, man. A thing of beauty. And so Dax kicks out of the move. Crowd chanted, "This is awesome." Indeed, it was, man. Shotgun dropkick to Dax right in his back. And yeah, man, Tully at one point he had pulled Dax out of the way, so Tully Blanchard got involved in the match by pulling his guy out of the way. And so yeah, man, so Dax he had a brain buster to PAC, and PAC kicks out of the move. So I thought that was it. Thought that was it because Dax usually end the match off of that. And so yeah, man, so we had a super kick to Dax, an avalanche belly to back suplex to PAC. So that was beautiful too, man. And then the crowd once again chanting, "This is awesome." And so yeah, man, German suplex to Dax, a lariat to PAC that turned him inside out, man. And we had a springboard Liger bomb to PAC. So man, love that move, man. The execution off of that, bro. And PAC of course kicked out of the move, and so the crowd chanted AEW. And yeah, man. And so to end the match, man, we had PAC. He had locked in his submission move, the Brutalizer, to Dax Harwood to win the match. So Dax he had tapped out immediately, man. So yeah, that was it with the match. So PAC wins the match. And so right after the match, man, we had Cash Wheeler, the other half of FTR. He took out PAC, and then the lights had cut off, and it took a while for the lights to cut back on. And so when the lights cut back on, we had Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. They were in the ring, and they took out PAC. So it was a four on one beatdown. So yeah, man, 4-on-1 beatdown. And then we had the Lucha Bros and Cody Rhodes. They fought off the heels. And so yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it. And yeah. And so yeah, man. Yeah, that was it. Best match on the show. Best match on the show. And so yeah, they did make a match too, a tag team match. It was Cody Rhodes and PAC versus Andrade El Idolo and Malachi Black. So they did make that match for Full Gear. So it's a match that was added at the last minute. And so yeah, man. So before we get into the main event, which is the contract signing, the last thing we saw on the show. And so yeah, before we get into that, let's talk about next week's show, and let's talk about the matches for Full Gear. So yeah, man. So we have a lumberjack match. It's gonna be Orange Cassidy versus Matt Hardy in a lumberjack match on AEW Rampage. And also we have Bobby Fish. We have Bobby Fish versus Jungle Boy on Friday. And yeah, man, and yeah, we're gonna talk about Full Gear right after the show. But yeah, man, so yeah, that's it for right now for the match card for a Rampage. We didn't get anything for next week's show for Dynamite. But yeah, man, so yeah, during the contract signing, or before the contract signing rather, we had the Elite and the Dark Order. They were banned from ringside, not banned from ringside, but banned from the arena. So they got kicked out of the arena by Tony Khan, because he don't want nobody getting involved in this contract signing. And so yeah, man, so now the main event, we had the contract signing. We had the contract signing between Hangman Adam Page, who is the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, and Kenny God Omega, who is the AEW World Champion.
After all this time, I don't know what there is left to say. And I know that the sooner I sign this, the sooner I get to Full Gear and beat your ass for the World Championship.
Ooh. Sign the contract.
Adam Page putting pen to paper.
Yeah, that was it with the first part.
It was never you. It was always us that picked you up out of your sorrows every single time, sat you back up on that horse, and sent you back out there to give these people what they thought they wanted, and that was cowboy shit. And why did I do that? Why did I do that? Even after you walked away, even after you turned us down when we invited you back. Call me crazy, but I did it because I saw a little bit of myself in you. How wrong I was. What a disappointment.
You talk a lot about me choking, my failures, my insecurities, and maybe you're right, yeah. But if I remember, you once had another tag team partner who maybe you felt like you didn't measure up to either.
Wow. Ooh. That was a Kota Ibushi. he's talking about. And so yeah, man. So we got to the good part, man. We got to the good part of this segment.
One thing's for sure is that I want to be able to shake your hand right here, right now, one last time. Let's kill it at the pay-per-view, man to man.
I'm sure they will.
So they shook hands.
The AEW World Champion and his challenger shaking hands.
Good job, Hangman. I'm proud of you.
Wow, Kenny Omega.
And then Kenny Omega didn't even sign a contract. That's the thing. He left off the ring. He left the ring without even signing a contract. So yeah, man.
Such a detestable individual.
Oh.
What the hell? Kenny.
I'm sorry, Hangman. This is necessity.
It was Don Callis.
Buddy, I love you. I did this because I love you. Don't you get it?
Don Callis.
What a
cheap shot.
That's exactly how Omega
Never saw
won
it
time
coming.
with Callis involved.
You know, Kenny,
The
they
scum.
say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make the world forget he existed. For 6 weeks, I've been hiding in my basement. Does this look like someone
Hiding in
who's
your
ready
basement?
to win the world title, Kenny? Does this look like someone who's ready to win a world title? Sign it.
Kenny Omega signing the contract in blood.
And Hangman's blood.
It is official. Full Gear this Saturday night. Omega versus Hangman.
So yeah, man. So that was it. So Don Callis, he was dressed up as a camera guy. And so yeah, the camera guy was in the way. So they showed a camera guy that was in the way of the real cameraman. And so I was like, man, what is the cameraman need to get out of the way? And so yeah, the camera guy was Don Callis, and he attacked Hangman Adam Page from behind with that camera. And so yeah, man. So yeah, then the entire time I was wondering, like, man, where is Don Callis? I was wondering where Don Callis was. But yeah, man. So he was there. He was there. So he took out Hangman Adam Page, and so Kenny Omega grabbed the contract and he signed the contract with Hangman Adam Page's blood with his fingers and all that stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah, that was it, man. Really great stuff, man. Really great stuff. Him signing the contract with the blood, man. Really cool, man. Really cool. And so yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it with AEW Dynamite, man. That was it with AEW Dynamite. Great show, man. Great show. Great matches. Love the PAC and the Dax Harwood match, the best match on the show. And of course, the contract signing too was really good. And yeah, man, that was it, man. That was it with Dynamite. Now let's get to the Full Gear predictions, man. Full Gear predictions. So yeah, man. So our Full Gear predictions, we have the buy-in. And it's gonna be our first buy-in match is gonna be Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida. Going with Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa to win the match. And also, man, the match I'm looking forward to, man, we have CM Punk. We have CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. Now with this, I don't know, man. I don't know. Might have to go with Punk. I'm gonna go with Punk. I'm going with Punk to win the match. And right after Punk wins the match, the feud is gonna continue. The feud is gonna continue to happen. Like I think Eddie Kingston, he's gonna be a sore loser when he loses, and he's gonna take out Punk. And so we're gonna see the feud continuing. So yeah, so Punk is gonna win the match. I'm predicting Punk to win the match. And also, man, our next match we have the finals. We have the finals of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament match, and it's gonna be Miro, God's Forsaken champion Miro, versus the American Dragon Bryan Danielson. So yeah, So wow, I might have to go with. I'm going with Miro. I'm going with Miro to win the match. I'm going with Miro to win the match because you're gonna need a heel to face Hangman Adam Page for the title. So yeah, so you already got my prediction for the Omega and Hangman Adam Page match. So yeah, so I'm going with Miro to win the match and win the tournament. So therefore he'll go up against Hangman Adam Page. So yeah, man. So that's my prediction for that. And also we have the Minneapolis 3 fight, and it's gonna be the Inner Circle. So that's Chris Jericho, Le Champion Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, who is the TNT champion, Jake Hager, and Santana and Ortiz, versus Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and the American Top Team with Dan Lambert too. And so yeah, man. So I'm going with the Inner Circle, of course, to win the match. Inner Circle to win the match, and they move on. They move on from this feud. And yeah, man. And also we have the AEW Women's World Championship match. And it's gonna be Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D, who is the AEW Women's World Champion, versus Ty Conti. No brainer, man. I'm going with Dr. Britt Baker to win the match. Dr. Britt Baker retains her championship. That's what I'm going with. And also we have the AEW World Tag Team Title match. And this is the match I'm looking forward to the most, man. This tag team title match against the Lucha Bros. So that's Pentagon and Ray Phoenix versus FTR representing the Pinnacle. So that's Dax Harwood and Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, who are the AAA Tag Team Champions. So AAA Tag Team Champions versus the AEW World Tag Team Champions. So I'm going with FTR all the way to win the match so they can get their redemption, because last year they lost their titles at Full Gear to the Bucks. They had lost it to the Bucks last year, so they're gonna win this match. They're gonna win this match and get their redemption. So yeah, FTR to win the match. And also we had the Falls Count Anywhere street fight match. So it's gonna be the Young Bucks and Adam Cole. So that's SuperKliq. And versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage in a 6-man Falls Count Anywhere match. So I'm going with the SuperKliq to win the match. I'm going with the SuperKliq to win the match. Like you don't want Cole to lose. You don't want him to lose. And plus Cole, he took a concerto shot from Christian Cage. So I'm going with the SuperKliq to win the match. And also, man, we have Darby Allen versus MJF. Ooh, man, this should be a good one. This should be a good one. Now with this, I'm gonna go with MJF. I'm going with MJF to win the match. So when MJF wins the match, we could finally see him. We could finally see him go after the AEW World Title. Right after Miro, we could have MJF go after the title. So yeah, so that's my prediction for that. And yeah, man, in the AEW World Championship match, Kenny Omega, who is the AEW World Champion, versus Hangman Adam Page. I just gave you my prediction earlier. Going with Hangman Adam Page to win the championship. I'm going with Hangman Adam Page to win the match and become the new AEW World Champion. The new AEW World Champion. And so yeah, man. So also we have PAC. We have a tag team match. It's gonna be PAC and Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. So yeah, man. This match was made at the last minute. So I'm going with Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo to win the match. So yeah, man. So that was it. That was it with my predictions. And so yeah, man. So yep. Yeah, that was it with Dynamite, man. That was it with Dynamite, and that was it with my predictions for Full Gear. That is this Saturday, man. That is this Saturday. And if you like this video, man, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're watching D Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And then right next to that subscribe button is a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here each and every single week, man. Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, of course. Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage, and then Saturdays and Sundays are for our pay-per-views, man. WWE, AEW, and Impact Wrestling. So I'm here. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, comment down below, man. Tell me how you felt about AEW Dynamite tonight. And share this video, man. Share this video with each and every single person that you come across. And yeah, man. Man, if you miss anything, man, if you miss anything from last week, if you missed last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right up here in this corner, and the link to that video will be down below in the description. So make sure you check that out if you missed it. And yeah, man. And once again, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And so yeah, man, thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, man, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for Impact Wrestling. So I'm not going to be able to watch Impact Wrestling live tomorrow because I have to go to wrestling training. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to wrestling training. So this will be my second day of pro wrestling training. So yeah, man, my first day was yesterday, man, and it was fun, really fun. Took my first bump, learned the collar and elbow, learned the wrist lock, went through the drills and all that stuff. It was really fun, man, really fun. So yeah, I'll be back on Friday. So the video for the Impact Wrestling will be up probably on Friday. It'll be up probably on Friday. So yeah, Impact Wrestling, I'll catch it the next day. Catch it the next day on Friday, and should be up on Friday morning. So yeah, man, so I'll see you guys then. And yeah, man, yeah, man, as always, thank you for the love and support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.